Today's ridiculous theory. What if the entire ship is just made of jelly? Whoa. That's deep, man. Hey guys, Millionaires here playing some Katrielle, Layton, and the Mystery, Millionaires. Why do I keep going mystery? I keep going... Oh, yeah, mystery is actually is in the title. That's probably why I keep going for that word. We're looking at some jelly today. And I think that's the first time I've said that sentence. Well, Ernest, have you found it? Oh yes, I've got it. The little round decoration. And the angel figurines inside it. However did it end up in there, miss? Somebody moved it without my permission. No, I think it's more likely that it probably just fell off and there was some, like... Oh, is that what we're going to say? Was there a, like, shock at some point and, like, that golden goddess fell off this platter and the big golden goddess fell off into the sea? Is that really what we're going to say here? Actually, no. I think the truth is, I think the decoration just fell from the top of the tower into the jelly. It fell, but why would that happen? Quite simply, it's a full hold because your boat is not level. In fact, the stern appears to be considerably lower than the bow, almost as if we're caught on something. Oh, is that why we're not moving fast enough? I guess that makes sense. The ship is not level. I'm sure someone would have noticed if we'd run aground. Are you sure, miss? I can't say that I've noticed. It's not immediately obvious, especially when you've been walking around the ship as we have. But I'm quite sure the round decoration did in fact roll off the top tier of the Tower of Dishes. But the Titanic is the very latest model. Everything's in perfect working order, and we are not cruising at an excessive speed. What possible reason could there be for the vessel to be pitching in such a way? Either that, or the giant gold statue is being hung off the side of the boat. So it's kind of weighing down one side of it. Is it attached to the anchor? Is that what's happened here? I'm sure there's a simple explanation, Mr. Fullhold, don't worry. Now that I've found all 4 figurines, though, I think it's time to... It's time to... It's time to Fallen Angel! I love Fallen Angel time. It's my favourite time of the week. We found a clue. And we have all 6 clues. The case is complete! I guess we're going to go on and do it then, because, you know, I'm only 3 minutes into an episode, so... Final figurine should have been in the decoration on top of the tier platters, but it turned up in the neighbouring jelly instead. The ship may be at an incline. I am inclined to think it might be. Alright, it's time to solve this case. I must say it's a very clever hiding place. No one would ever think to look for the goddess statue there. Wait, are you saying you know, did it, Cat? Of course, Inspector. This... is... I know who did it, and I know how they did it. Alright, it's going to turn out to be one giant misunderstanding, and nobody's actually broken the law, because nobody breaks the law in Katrielle Mystery Journey. I'll explain everything as soon as everyone is gathered. Ernest, could you please prepare the denouement? Yes, Mr. Wumsmith. Wait a minute, though. There's something I need to discuss first. What are you playing now? You'll know soon enough. I'll reveal all once everything is settled. I mean, she's definitely one for being showy. Cutscene? No cutscene. Voice acting.
For whom the goddess smiles. Well, she would love each and every one of us equally, of course.
Yeah, it's voice acting, which means this bit's going to be a pain to edit.
Yet there is someone among us who would have her all for himself. And that someone is...
Shirl.
No, wait.
Wait, no.
I think everyone's more interested in where the goddess is rather than who is responsible for her disappearance. So...
I'm just interested in you finishing your sentence and not keeping us in suspense, personally.
Up. Hold it. Everyone knows it's bad guy first, then how he did it.
Ideally, a confession from him would be nice.
Yes. I should bow to my audience's wishes and explain the whereabouts of the statue first.
Hello. Dog giving advice here.
Yeah, we just ignore what Shirl says. This is just all compounding on his depression.
So where is the statue, you ask? The truth is, it was stolen by someone, but I have deduced where that someone has hidden it.
Okay, my current guess is like on the anchor or like hanging off the side of the boat.
Stolen? How could that be?
Oh, that was what your voice was supposed to be like. All right, I had no idea.
Yeah, we're talking about a 4-ton statue here. How could anyone make off with that? Even if it was possible to move it, there's no way to get it off the boat.
Then it's still on the boat. Whoa!
But there is. There's one way you could get the statue off this boat and onto dry land.
Throw it overboard.
How exactly?
I'll tell you.
Wait, dry
Even
land.
as we speak, the goddess of the Thames is...
She did say dry land, so it's not necessarily on the seabed.
under the water.
Hang on, you said dry land. Hang on, Katrielle.
What are you on about?
I'm talking about the only possible way such a statue could be moved from this boat to the shore. The statue is under the water, being dragged along by the boat as we speak. And the thief is planning to recover the statue once the party is over and we've docked at the wharf.
But who would do such a thing?
Okay, so I guess it's eventually going to be on dry land. This doesn't excuse wording.
There's only one person who could have done this, and that is you,
Me?
Captain Midas Pullman.
Oh my god, Midas Pullman. Of course, the clue was in the name all along.
And all of the crew have been helping you.
Ha.
You've taken a hallowed image, bound it, and mercilessly thrust it into the, let's face it, grim waters of the Thames estuary. It's nothing short of sacrilege. You are all guilty of anchor abuse.
That feels like it's trying to be a pun, but I don't know what it's a pun of.
Anchor abuse? On the Thames? Unthinkable.
That's not a thing, Cat. Reel it back in now.
Yeah, you don't want to be abusing your anchors. So, was he actually trying to steal it? Has there been a crime here? Well, how do you explain how Captain Pullman removed the statue from the lounge into the sea, Katrielle? Have you thought of that one? Huh? Yeah, I've already established a number of conditions that it has to be met in order to use the crane for that purpose. He needed the help of the crew to make it happen. What are you saying, Cap? The captain told us there's a key required to operate the crane. Obviously, he had that himself. But he'd already given the key to the ship's navigator, Able Seaman. When the incident took place, Seaman told us he was on the bridge. Yep, because he was using the crane, right? Yes, ship's engineer. So they were all in it together. That's the marvelous theory we've come up with here. From the bridge, he asked his ship's engineer Declan Swabber to turn on the powers of the crane in the engine room. Hold on a minute, we were in the engine room doing the treasure hunt at that time. I never heard anyone using the speaking tube. Okay, you didn't because you weren't supposed to. Just think back, Inspector. When we first entered the engine room, Captain Pullman gave a long and detailed account of the ship's engine, didn't he? Sure, he was very passionate about the latest technology. He was very passionate about the latest technology the ship employs? Is that was a deliberate distraction, you think? I do. And I was busy listening. Mr. Seaman gave the instruction to Mr. Swabber to flick the power switch. If it hadn't happened that way, there wouldn't have been enough time for Mr. Seaman to do the deed. As soon as the crane's power was switched on, he hoisted the statue out to the lounge and over the side of the ship. This seems like way overly elaborate. I mean... Okay, let's continue. Once he finished, he let Mr. Swabber know of using the speaking tube again, and Mr. Swabber returned the power switch to the off position. And of course, it wasn't just those three involved. Every member of the crew helped to carry out this amazing heist. So they're all guilty then, the lot of them. It was an impressive piece of teamwork, I'll give them that. But I don't really get it, because like as soon as it got back to the dock, surely this place would be swarming with police, and I mean, they'd notice the fact that there is a dangling giant gold statue underneath the ship. I'm not gonna... Okay, I'm not gonna poke holes in this pile of Swiss cheese. Facilitated by the many speaking tubes running all over the ship, so everyone involved could relay important messages to each other. The covers on the speaking tube between the engine room and the bridge are usually left open, so they're in constant communication. And let's not forget that this crew has been together for a long time. They know each other inside out. well, obviously that explains why my profiling hadn't produced results yet. Nobody could have predicted the entire crew was involved. See, I guess the problem I have is, I think the whole communication thing takes this a bit over the top. Because, I mean, it's completely within the realm of possibility that they could just, like, synchronize watches. And just have a plan. Like, communication, it's not like they needed communication to the split second. I don't know. Either way, nobody could have predicted the entire crew was involved. Nobody. If anybody in the comment section predicted the entire crew was involved, you're nobody, apparently. That's what Emiliana thinks. I wish they hadn't put their amazing teamwork skills to such nefarious use. What a waste. It's criminal. Anyway, we should be arriving at the wharf before too long. I'll radio ahead to the yard and get us a welcoming committee. So someone is being arrested? Oh my god, someone's being arrested, I think. Oh my god.
It's all over. The case is closed. The ship's captain tried to steal the statue and the whole crew were in on it, but they didn't get away with it. It's under the vessel, boys. Fetch it out.
Sir! Under the vessel!
Someone's being arrested in this game? What? What?
You greedy, good-for-nothing spalpeen! You're not fit to call yourself a man of the sea!
Well, I mean, I'm glad that I was using the right voice for you, at least.
I'm not so sure. I believe it was the captain's undying love of the sea that drove him to such lengths.
Oh, it was because he's such a good guy. Oh, that's fine, let him go.
Love?
What is love?
Mr. Pullman is aboard this brand new ship today because he is employed as its captain. But once upon a time, he himself owned one of the most famous luxury vessels around, the SS Midas Touch. Isn't that right?
How did you...
Sadly, your business met with hard times in the economic recession, and you were forced to sell your ship and lay off all of her crew.
So, okay, this was... So, alright, this further compounds the mystery of when exactly this is set. Because, I mean, okay, there've been multiple recessions, I guess, but... I don't know.
You put all your younger years into that ship, and now you want her back, don't you?
Yes, you're right. You've certainly done your homework, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'm sure Emiliana just knew it all.
Unbelievable. I met my late wife aboard that ship. She means everything to me. I poured my soul into her.
This crew who are conspiring with you, they're the crew from your old ship, correct?
Yes, and I knew doing a terrible thing like this would mean I wasn't worthy of her. But I just had to get her back, by fair means or foul.
Yeah, you see, he's relatable. That means that you don't convict.
Midas, you realize that I have acquired the Midas Touch through one of my brokers.
What? Really? You own her, Mr. Fullhold?
I do.
And now you're not getting her. Mahahaha! Take him away, boys.
But I don't understand. I didn't think you were interested in older vessels.
No, those crusty old ships make no money. But the Midas Touch is different. She is in a class of her own. If you want a pinnacle of luxury, there is no greater boat on the water.
Is she also made of solid gold?
I have decided to run 2 cruise services from now on. These more affordable ones, and a Pullman service.
That's right. I'm going to steal your name and use it for my business while you're in jail.
Really? I don't know what to say.
Once you have made amends for this little transgression, I was thinking of making you captain of the Midas Touch. She will be fully refurbished, of course.
I was thinking of making you captain because, you know, Because you tried to steal from me so I can trust you with my vessels? Yeah? I don't understand what's going on.
Do you mean that?
Solid gold statue. Tried to steal. Like, trust. Broken.
Yes, no one knows how to get the best from her, like you.
There are other captains.
There's nothing I'd rather do.
Aha!
Well, Captain Pullman, that's all worked out rather swimmingly, hasn't it?
How? How has this worked out swimmingly? Why?
Thanks to you, Miss Layton. The business plan you produced for the Midas Touch was very impressive.
You old dog cat. You arranged all this.
It was us. We...
Brilliant, Miss Layton. You solved the mystery and put everything right at the same time.
Oh, well, it's what I do.
Okay, alright. I don't know, man. This case has broken me. The Golden Goddess was raised from the riverbed, muddied but unharmed. Fortunately, not unarmed. The arms are both still there. And once again, her radiant beauty was put on display for everyone to admire. She smiles on us all. Hooray! And everyone smiles up at her. Okay, let's save our progress so far. But we're out of cases, so I think we're probably going to get another cutscene here, or another event. Something to unlock some more cases. No. Not even. New case coder to bid or not to bid. New shop as passerby minigame. How to the pound minigame. A new case. Just the one singular case. Ooh, I saw the name of that case, and I think it's going to be released to a certain character. Man, we've not done a puzzle this episode. You know what? Let's do a puzzle, because I don't want to go a full episode without a puzzle. That'd be crazy. Let's do Passerby, because I usually do Hounding the Pound first. So we're going to end with this today. Now, the first guy, we're going to have to make him walk past at least 6 things. So where can I put this that they will walk past at least 6 things? They're coming in there and going out here. So if I take him round here... Okay, I can't take him round here. That will go... Right, so if I put it there, that will go past one other thing. That will go past one other thing. One other thing. That will go past 2 other things. That will go past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other things. So that seems good to me. But he's going to go first. So I ideally need some way of getting him to here. While keeping that... So yeah, I want to basically put it there, right? And then the other 5 we want to put... in these spaces. I feel like this is wrong already. And then I need her to go past all these, which I can do with this. No, because that's going to be the closest, right? So I want to put it there. To be as far away as possible. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Okay. This seems like a really weird, simple one. I guess there's not really much you can do with this, like, with this puzzle as a format. I feel like this puzzle as a format kind of peaked, and stretching it out to 10 is a little bit, you know, apparently it's something we're going to do, and there's only 2 left, so... Anyway, alright, that's a puzzle done. Next time when we return, we have Hounding the Pound, we have the collection stuff to look at, we've got a case coder, we've got to finish off what happened in the previous one. We're missing 2 puzzles and 1 hint coin. Typical 1 hint coin. There's always 1 hint coin. What else do we have? We've probably got some wardrobes to look at. We've got some ideal meal to look at. Yeah. That's going to be next time on Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and Millionaires. See you next time, folks.